Hello students, today we shall discuss on the topic organic agriculture, limitation, advantages and perspective of organic farming. Introduction. Organic farming is a type of agriculture that benefits from the recycling and use of natural products. Extensive use of dried foliage and kitchen compost not only reduces the investment overheads but also ensures the growth of crops that are devoid of synthetic interference. The technique is characterized by the use of green manure, biological pest control methods, and special cultivation techniques to maintain soil productivity. Limiting the use of synthetic fertilizers or completely doing away with them reduces the risks of exposure to ailments that arise on account of synthetic pesticides, ingrain plant growth regulators, and the presence of genetically modified organisms in organic food products. Today, organic farming caters to a major and preferred industry worldwide. Organically grown food products have a huge market catered to by farmlands covering approximately 10% of the total world farmland cover. The initial effort made by Sir Albert Howard, the father of organic farming, has paid off, metamorphosing into a practice that sustains soil health and ecosystems by relying on biodiversity, ecological processes, and the progress of innovative health sciences. Advantages of organic farming: nutritional, poison-free, and tasty food. The nutritional value of food is largely a function of its vitamins and mineral content. In this regard, organically grown food is dramatically superior in mineral content to that grown by modern conventional methods. A major benefit to consumers of organic food is that it is free of contamination with health-harming chemicals such as pesticides, fungicides, and herbicides. There are reasonably consistent findings for higher nitrate and lower vitamin C contents in conventional vegetables. Several studies indicate that 10 to 60% more healthy fatty acids and omega-3 fatty acids occur in organic dairy, given by Butler et al. 2008. In crops, vitamin C ranges 5 to 90% more and secondary metabolites 10 to 50% more in organic. Also, less residues of pesticides and antibiotics are present, according to Huber and Van de Wisver 2009. Organically grown food tastes better than the conventionally grown food. The tastiness of fruit and vegetables is directly related to its sugar content, which in turn is a function of the quality of nutrition that the plant itself has enjoyed. Organically grown plants are nourished naturally, rendering the structural and metabolic integrity of their cellular structure superior to those conventionally grown. As a result, organically grown foods can be stored longer and do not show the latter's susceptibility to rapid mold and rotting. Number 2, lower growing cost. The economics of organic farming is characterized by increasing profits through reduced water use, lower expenditure on fertilizer and energy, and increased retention of topsoil. To add to this, the increased demand for organic produce makes organic farming a profitable option for farmers. Number 3, enhances soil nourishment. Organic farming effectively addresses soil management. Even damaged soil subject to erosion and salinity are able to feed on micronutrients through crop rotation, intercropping techniques, and the extensive use of green manure. The absence of chemicals in organic farming does not kill microbes which increase nourishment of the soil. Biodynamic farms had better soil quality, greater in organic matter content and microbial activity, more earthworms, better soil structure, lower bulk density, easier penetrability, and thicker topsoil, according to Regonol et al. 1993. Agricultural productivity doubled the soil fertility techniques. Compost application and introduction of leguminous plants into the crop sequence, according to Dobbs and Smolik 1996, Drinkwater et al. 1998, Edwards 2007. Number 4. More energy efficiency. Growing organic rice was 4 times more energy efficient than the conventional method, according to Mendoza 2002. Organic agriculture reduces energy requirements for production systems by 25 to 50% compared to conventional chemical-based agriculture, according to Nigli et al. 2009. Number 5. Carbon sequestration. German organic farms annually carbon sequester 402 kg carbon per hectare, while conventional farms had losses of 202 kg, Clark et al. 1999, Kusterman et al. 2008, Nigli et al. 2009. Number 6. Environment-friendly practices. The use of green pesticides such as neem, compost tea, and spinosad is environment-friendly and non-toxic. These pesticides help in identifying and removing diseased and dying plants in time and subsequently increasing crop defense systems. Organic farms' biodiversity increases resilience to climate change and weather. Disadvantage of organic farming. Number 1. Lower productivity. An organic farm cannot produce as much yield as a conventional or industrialized farm. A 2008 survey and study conducted by UN Environmental Programme concluded that organic methods of farming result in small yields even in developing areas compared to conventional farming techniques. Though this point is debatable as the productivity and soil quality of an industrialized farm decreases rapidly over the years. Number 2. Requires skill. An organic farmer requires great understanding of his crop and needs to keep a close watch on his crop as there are no quick fixes involved like pesticides or chemical fertilizers. Sometimes it can be hard to meet all the strenuous requirements and the experience to carry out organic farming. Number 3. Time consuming. Significant amounts of time and energy are required to execute the detailed methods and techniques that are required for a farm to be called an organic farm. Failure to comply with any of these requirements could result in loss of certification, which the farmer will not be able to regain in 3 years. And it can be more time-consuming. Organic farming increases soil fertility by way of compost and organic fertilizers and mulch. Organic fertilizers tend to be slow-released. As with control by botanicals, horticultural oils, and insecticidal soaps, organic fertilizers may need several applications before the desired results are brought about. Number 4. More labor intensive. It can be more labor intensive. Organic farming considers biological, cultural, and mechanical responses to production challenges. It focuses on plant and soil health through proper aeration, drainage, fertility, structure, and watering. So, there is more above the below ground grunt work involved. Number 5. Organic farming also requires a lot more inputs and more red tape than conventional farming because certain practices must be met in order for a farm to retain the organic label. If anything slips, then the farm loses organic certification, just like that. Perspective of organic farming. The Indian farming is traditionally organic and farmers were following organic cultivation till the middle of the 20th century. After independence, we gradually started practicing chemical farming to increase food production to meet the needs of growing population. With the introduction of high-yielding varieties program, the chemical farming attained higher production by using various inputs like improved seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, etc. Later on in the 1980s, realizing the adverse impact of chemical farming, various farming and consumers groups worldwide began pressing for government regulation of organic production. In recent years, explosive organic market growth has encouraged the participation of agribusiness interests. Organic farming uses nature as the best role model for agriculture and considers soil as a living system. In India, the Ministry of Commerce and Ministry of Agriculture are promoting organic farming in a big way. The demand for organic produce increases year after year in India and in international trade market. Organic products produced in India are tea, spices, fruits and vegetables, rice, coffee, cashew nuts, oilseeds, wheat, pulses, cotton and herbal extracts. Organic farming is the only way farmers can escape from the vicious cycle of debt and a negative economy. It is also necessary from the point of view of small producers. Organic farming is a food system that raises income and increases food and food safety at both ends. It is one in which the environment is preserved, farmers and workers have fair access to the means of food production while receiving a fair return for their labor, and consumers have their food at fair prices. Several studies reported that if all the outputs and all the inputs are taken into account, organic farming, which relies on internal inputs, has higher productivity than external input chemical agriculture. Keeping this potential in mind, farmers in various states of India have started practicing organic farming, but at the same time, they are facing several constraints. So, the efforts from various players like policymakers, researchers, extension workers, farmers' representatives, input suppliers, marketing personnel, and consumers are needed to promote organic farming in a big way to tackle the present agrarian crisis. It is hoped that organic farming will emerge as an important component of sustainable agriculture and congenial environment in years to come. Conclusion. Organic farming works in harmony with nature rather than against it. This involves using techniques to achieve good crop yields without harming the natural environment or the people who live and work in it. An organic farmer produces vegetables, fruit, cereal crops, or livestock without the use of chemical fertilizers, pesticides, or herbicides. In another way, organic farming is a kind of agricultural that provides the consumers with fresh, tasty, and reliable food while regarding natural life cycle systems. In addition to health benefits of organic products for consumers, there are vital environmental benefits for the earth. And organic farming keeps biodiversity and reduces environmental pollutions such as air, water, and soil. Organic agriculture has grown out of the conscious efforts by inspired people to create the best possible relationship between the earth and man.